Do you think she could actually beat like a male like champion? Like seriously, like on some real shit. Like I know she tough, but you think she could beat any man champion?
My opinion is girls, boys is boys.
Right.
A girl is gonna be a girl. I don't think a girl can beat a man.
We talked yesterday to Claressa Shields. You know Claressa is, right? Obviously. She said that she wants to fight men and then threw out names of guys she could beat. She said she could beat Keith Thurman, she could beat Sean Porter, she could beat Triple G. When you hear Claressa say that, like, what's your reaction to that?
She's confident. She's confident in her ability and her skills, you know. But that's pretty much what she's saying. I don't think she really want to get in the fight. I mean, in a ring with those fighters that she called out.
Here's the thing. You put Claressa Shields in the ring with a fighter at her weight class, at her same level, and she's going to be outmatched. There's a lot that goes into it. And it's one of those things that, you know, things are easier said than done.
The boxing world erupted after Claressa Shields claimed she could beat Rolando Romero. Many fighters quickly disagreed, pointing to the obvious size and power differences and questioning how realistic that matchup really is.
Animal that she's not really prepared for. I think that there are fighters that she could beat, but no one at her level in men's professional boxing. It's just a different.
Former champion Sean Porter praised Claressa Shields as possibly the greatest female boxer, but made it clear she wouldn't be able to compete with elite male fighters due to major differences in strength, speed, and power.
Listen, man, it's cute. You know, it's cute that, you know, she's made it to the point that she's made it to. That is remarkable. That is very, very respectful. I think every fighter in the world, whether you're a man, woman, whatever, you should respect the things that she's done.
Right.
Styles make fights. That's a common saying in boxing, and it's 100% true. But along with that, she has the thing that I don't think realizes is that, you know, whatever top boxer she's been in the ring with, I'm sure that top boxer was, you know, took his foot off the gas pedal. And any fighter that isn't at that level is really defending himself against her because he's not on her.
Terrence Crawford suggested that Shields calling out male fighters reflects confidence more than reality. He noted her years of sparring with men likely play a big role in that belief.
So dominant in the female boxing world that she need a man to fight, you know, but I don't believe she would actually step foot in the ring with those guys. Man, I'm gonna tell you this, you know, Claressa's been getting in the ring, sparring men since I've known her, you know, so I felt like she'd get in the ring and give anybody problems.
But Keith Thurman disagreed, saying Shields isn't facing top-level men in sparring. He claimed she's mostly working with smaller, less experienced fighters rather than elite professionals.
She had the audacity to say, I spar men. And she puts this video of her sparring some kids that look like they just walked into my boxing club. They look like the softest amateurs I've ever seen. And she hits this boy with an overhand right. She's in the corner. She hits him with the overhand right. Boom! He eats that thing like the Lucky Charm. He don't take one step back. He got hit square in his face. He don't take.
No, and he ate it like some Lucky Charms, man. Didn't take one step back. Our homegirl filming the whole thing was like,
great right hand, great right hand.
Keith Thurman also revealed that Shields once called him out during his prime, but it didn't gain attention. He emphasized that men's and women's boxing are built on different physical standards, making crossover fights unrealistic.
You know what she has, you know, when I was an undefeated champion, she still said the same thing, okay? But it got no attention, okay? So all Claressa Shields did, however she feels about Thurman, however she feels about this men versus women battle of the sexes event that she wants to do for whatever reason, she picked one of the hottest boxing nights of the year Women don't even do 3-minute rounds, bro.
Hello.
They don't even do 3-minute rounds. Like, what do you, like, it's not even the same. It's not even the same thing.
Shakur Stevenson acknowledged Shields' greatness but agreed she wouldn't beat male champions. He stressed that boxing divisions exist for a reason, just like in other sports.
How y'all get in the mix with her?
I've known her since a kid too. Like she's somebody who kind of supported me from day one, and I support her the same way. Claressa really if she was a boy, bro, I don't think a girl can beat a man. That's the same thing like you ask basketball players.
Yeah.
Like, can a female basketball player beat a male basketball?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Blind.
Cause Claressa be talking hot though.
Nah, she's like that
No,
though.
she like that, but she ain't.
If she was a boy, bro, that's what I was
What
trying
you
to tell
mean?
you.
She was a boy.
If she was a boy. If she was a boy, she'd be Floyd Mayweather. Hello.
I don't know.
If she
That's
was
art.
a
No,
boy,
you can't do
she
that.
would be Floyd Mayweather. How can she not?
Despite criticism, Claressa Shields remains one of the most accomplished fighters ever. A two-time Olympic gold medalist and multi-division undisputed champion, she has dominated women's boxing. Even Floyd Mayweather Jr. praised her, calling her the female TBE and recognizing her elite skill and impact.
Question. Of all the fights that's happening this weekend, which one are you most excited about? Which one is what is the outcome of that fight?
Well, Claressa Shields. I like to see Claressa. She's from Michigan, like myself. She's a native of Michigan, like myself. Two-time gold medalist. We like to call her the female TBE in the sport of boxing. This is gonna give her a chance to redeem her first loss. She only has one loss throughout her whole career, so I'm excited for her. And we work with the same trainer, Gerald Tucker. Gerald Tucker is from the Mayweather trilogy, the Mayweather school, so I'm looking forward to seeing Claressa Shields this week.
Veteran analyst Teddy Atlas said Shields' greatness is undeniable, undefeated and technically elite, but pointed out a lack of top-tier rivals has limited how her legacy is viewed.
Claressa Shields is going to be taken away because she doesn't have the dance partner. It doesn't seem like there's anybody there, especially at the heavyweight division, for her to dance with.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's probably the most important point as far as her legacy. She's gonna have a great legacy as, if not the greatest of all time, one of the greatest of all time. Definitely gonna be in that conversation. She's gonna be in that group. She's gonna be in that group of 3 or 4 great women. But she don't have. She's got the titles. That's pretty special. She's got the divisions. See, that's where she separates herself. She's won in so many different weight categories, so many different weight divisions, where she's got that. And she's got the 0, of course, at the end of her record. So she's got all of that. She's technically so solid. John David Jackson should get credit. He does a hell of a job. That's what it's about. And Shields is a higher level than anybody right now in that, in any division. She keeps going up in divisions and she keeps doing one thing, keeps winning and showing that she's the best one in any division that is within her reach that she go.
Because of thinner competition in some divisions, many of Shields' fights have been one-sided. This has left her without many defining, high-stakes rivalries that shape legendary careers.
She's the full package. I got one problem with Claressa Shields. You want to know what it is?
What's that?
My problem with her is competition. There's no competition for it. It's not her fault, but I'm being very honest. I'm saying things I don't think other people are going to bring up. But my problem with saying, okay, Sunday night I got to mark down on my calendar, I'm watching Claressa. My problem with marking down on my calendar on a Sunday when I got some other things I can do and making sure Saturday night, whatever, this one happened to be Sunday, whatever night it is, to mark down that I have to be there to watch her. I have a problem because I don't think I'm going to be I love watching her, but I don't want to watch her shadow boxing. I don't want to sit down and spend an hour of my time watching somebody shadow box. I want to see them in a competitive fight. Am I wrong for saying that? Do I get slings and arrows thrown at me for saying that, for being honest? I think there's a lot of people that might say that. That's the only problem I have with her. There's no competition out there for her to really invite me to say, I gotta watch Claressa Shields. Now look, she's moved up and she's beaten some good women. That there was some good fights, some good competitive fights. But at this point, it's pretty barren. At this point, it's crickets. I don't hear nobody out there saying, "Oh yeah, I got somebody who could give a real competitive fight to Claressa." And until that happens, until I think that she can be again, she's been in some, but that she can be in a competitive fight, I'm not marking it down on my calendar that I have to. As much as I love when she does it.
Devin Haney said he understands why Shields might target Rolando Romero, noting his awkward and unpredictable style. Still, he admitted a real fight between them is highly unlikely.
Oh, the only thing. Why you want to fight him? Why you want to fight him first?
Rolly catches more strays on this show. It's
First of all, I love Rolly. He's a good dude, but when it comes to skill in boxing, he's not skilled.
Yeah, I agree. That makes him awkward, right? When the punches don't come from where you think they're gonna come from, when he hits hard, right? Like there have been guys like that throughout. You brought up Mayorga, who are awkward. They shouldn't be good, but somehow they managed to win some of these fights.
Some of these guys don't be having no chins. Maybe that's the problem. And don't know how to tuck that shit either. Listen, I'm not saying I'll get in the ring and I'll knock Rolly out. I didn't say that. I'm 17-0 with 3 beautiful knockouts. I'm not the knockout puncher. I'm not Amanda Serrano. But what I will say is, with my boxing pedigree, with my height, my jab, my skills, I can beat Rolly in a boxing match. And that's just what it is.
Oh, you think you can beat Rolly actually in a fight?
Claressa Shields pushed back, saying she's been competing with men since her early days. She highlighted her experience training and sparring in male-dominated gyms, which built her confidence.
Tell me about the first time you ever got in the ring.
The first time I ever sparred, I had been training for 2 months. It was against one of my close friends, Darion Lawson. I call him my cousin. And he had been boxing for 5 years compared to my 2 months. And he just picked on me every day for the first 2 months of training, saying like, girls don't need to be in the gym. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. I'm gonna beat you up when we spar. And when we sparred, my first time sparring, I got hit in the nose and my eyes got watery. And then that's when I found out that I was a true savage because I kicked Darion's ass.
Poor Darion, he's watching this interview. You got your
Love you, D.
She explained that environment shaped her style, forcing her to rely on timing, precision, and strategy instead of raw strength. Over time, she also shifted towards smarter, more efficient training.
In the gym boxing against guys growing up, Mike. So the guys used to try to hurt me. So I had to learn like defense, offense, gotta be smarter instead of being stronger. That's the kind of gym that I grew up in.
See, I didn't work smart. When I was fighting, we worked hard. We break our knees, we break the bone in our body just in training. We want to outwork everybody. And we learned, and later in life, that it's about working smarter, not harder.
I learned that till I was about 20, though.
Yeah, you know, nigga, you want to show the world, this is what I got. Save a little for them. You know, don't give it up to them. Take it easy, slow, smart. All the time I fought, I was always in the hospital, hurt my leg, hurt my hand, fooling around, playing in the streets, getting street fights, got gashes.
I heard myself dancing at the club, something that had nothing related to boxing.
Teddy Atlas compared her situation to legends like Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier, saying Shields still lacks a defining rival. Even potential matchups, like one with Layla Ali, seem unlikely.
I thought her opponent, look, I like her opponent. She's a southpaw, she's big, she stepped up in weight, she's a heavyweight, she had reach advantage over Claressa, she had a size advantage over Claressa, all of that. But we know, if we really know this sport, it's not always about size, it's about skill. I mean, how many times in catchweight fights have we seen smaller people beat bigger people? And the size difference wasn't that much anyway. Yeah, but there was a little bit of a size difference. But I mean, look at Usyk. I mean, he beat a guy 60 pounds bigger than him, 40 pounds, 50, whatever it was. I mean, we've seen it through the history. It's about how you fight. It's about how together you are mentally and what kind of fighting.
A fight between Claressa Shields and a male boxer like Rolando Romero would be historic, but also highly controversial. Professional boxing remains divided by gender for safety and fairness, making such a bout extremely unlikely.
First time a female fighter fights a male fighter. I don't know, bro. That's cold. Because if he really worked,
But she calling him out.
I know, but like I can see this backfire. I wouldn't do it.
She gonna watch that.
But
What if she don't?
Like they gonna make her
He
like
might kill her if he knock her
My
out.
nigga, if he beat
Slander.
the shit out of her,
They gonna,
this gonna backfire on him, bro.
Oh,
You
you're
shouldn't do
slander.
it.
You beating up a girl
Would you do it though?
for the chili? Yeah,
You got a box heaven. Celebrity match.
I'm gonna get in there and punch her.
Many believe the hype around these claims is driven more by attention than reality. Critics argue that these callouts generate buzz and engagement, even if the fight itself is unlikely to ever happen.
We're in a very funny world, man. It's just kind of funny, all the talk that it got, though. You know, I didn't really think that it would take off like that. But I think it's just the world that we're in today, with the battle of the sexes, with all the discrepancies of gender and like all this stuff going on in the world today. That's why I said, look, man, I live this life not just for myself, but really for the people.
At the end of the day, this isn't just about one fight, it's about reality versus hype. Claressa Shields has already cemented her legacy as one of the greatest to ever do it, while fighters like Rolando Romero represent a completely different challenge altogether. Boxing love, the debate will continue, opinions will clash, and fans will keep talking, but that's what makes boxing so exciting. Collision, whether it's confidence or controversy, one thing is clear. Shields knows how to keep the spotlight on her, and the boxing world is watching every move.